Hello, in this video we'll talk about the story and the structure of the great poem The Knight in the Panther Skin. Actually, in a nutshell, the story of the great poem The Knight in the Panther Skin is about the adventures of two knights. The first one is the hero of the poem. He is called the Knight in the Panther Skin, and his name is Tariel. And the second one is Abtandil, the commander of the Arab armies. Okay, so actually the story itself can be divided into two parts. The first part is Abtandil's quest for Tariel, the titular the Knight in the Panther Skin is called the Knight in the Panther Skin. And the second part is Abtandil's quest for Nestan Darajan, Tariel's love. So in the first part, that is the search for Tariel, the king of Arabia, Osteban, has no sons and confers the kingship on his only daughter, the beautiful and wise Tinatin. She has a tender affection for Abtandil, the knight and commander-in-chief of Mustafan's armies. One day, Abtandil challenges King Osteban to a hunting competition. After 3 days of shooting game, they encounter a knight crying by a river. He is dressed in a panther skin and kills the slaves sent by the king to contact him, then disappears. Osteban sends parties across the world to search for the mysterious knight, but becomes disheartened when he fails. Tinatin asks Abtandil to find the strange knight in 3 years, promising him her hand in marriage in return. After 2 years and 9 months of searching, Abtandil finds the knight in the panther skin hiding in a cave with only a maiden for company. His name is Tariel, son of King Saidan, who has the 7th kingdom of India. He had served as heir to King Osteban, to King Parsedan. It's served as heir to King Parsedan, king of the other 6 kingdoms of India, for many years before falling in love with Parsedan's daughter Nestan Darajan. Tariel wages war with the Qatarians to earn the favor of Nestan, but is dismayed to learn that she has already been promised to the Phoenician prince. Tariel couldn't bear the idea of her marriage, and at Nestan's request he killed the suitor. The princess was placed on a boat and set adrift on the seas. Despite Tariel's lengthy search for his love, he couldn't find her. Later, he met Nuruddin Pridon, ruler of Mulgazanzar, who told him that Nestan was alive but trapped on a distant boat. Tariel retired to a cave to live in the wilderness with Asmat, the former servant and messenger of Nestan. Moved by this story, Abtandil promises his friendship and brotherhood to Tariel and agrees to help him find his love, Nestan Darajan. Abtandil returns home to Arabia and tells Tinatin the story of Tariel. Against King Mustafan's wishes, he returns to his new friend Tariel. So we finished with the first part of the story, and the second part is the search for Nestan Darajan, Tariel's beloved. Abtandil, in the second part, Abtandil then leaves Tariel to go to the kingdom of Pridon, where he doesn't hear anything new about Nestan, continuing his quest, he arrives in the city of Bulansharo. He meets Patman, the wife of Chief Hussein, who falls in love with him. Avtandil, sensing she knows the fate of Nestan, succumbs to Patman's seduction. She tells him she has been keeping Nestan at her place, and as Nestan was promised to the king's son, she helped her escape, but in her flight, Nestan was abducted by Kachi, the demon king. Avtandil then returns home to Pridon and to the cave of Tariel, and later all three friends, that is to say Tariel, Avtandil and Pridon, decide to go to the country of Kaji with an army of 300 men to find and deliver Nestan. When she is released, all return to Arabia, where King Ustevan forgives Avtandil his flight and breaking the king's order. They all celebrate the marriage of the later Tariel, that is to say Tariel, Avtandil, with the king's only daughter, Tinatin. They then leave for India, where Tariel marries his love Nestan. Pridon also returns to his homeland, that is to say Mubazanzar, and the three friends reign happily with prosperity and generosity in their own respective realms. So we finished with the story of the great poem, The Night in the Panther Skin. In the next step, we will talk about the structure of this great poem, The Night in the Panther Skin. Actually, the poem consists of 1669 stanzas. Each stanza consists of 4 lines, and the stanzas are built from 4 rhyming lines. Each stanza has its own rhyme. All the lines, or the 4 lines actually, of the stanza rhyme with each other. Okay, and actually the structure, what is the structure of the syllables on the poem? First of all, as I already mentioned before, the stanza consists of 1669 stanzas, and each stanza consists of 4 lines, and each line consists of 16 syllables. Okay, and the structure of the 16 syllables in each line could be either 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, or 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. So, and this type of structure is called shairi. Shairi is the name of particular poetic form, and it was used by the great Georgian poet Shoto Shtaveli in the great poem The Night in the Panther Skin. It consists of 4 16-syllable lines. As I already mentioned before, each stanza consists of 4 lines, and each line consists of 16 syllables, with a break between syllables 8 and 9. While actually there are 2 types of shairi. Two distinct forms of shairi exist. Marali shairi, Marali is I, so it is the first type is I shairi or Marali shairi, and the second type is Dabali shairi or Lo shairi. Shtaveli used both types in his poem. In Marali shairi or I shairi, lines are broken into 4 sections of 4 syllables, with a break after the second section. Okay, so here we have the Marali Shairi or I Shairi. Each line consists of 16 syllables, and the line is broken into 4 segments or 4 sections, and each section in Marali Shairi consists of 4 syllables. So it is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, with a break between the 8th syllable and the 9th syllable here. Okay, so that is the Marali Shairi or I Shairi. And we also have the second type, that is actually the Bali Shairi or Lo Shairi. In the Bali Shairi, each line is broken into 4 segments, 1, 2, 3, 4, into 4 segments of 5 and 3 syllables. So the first segment consists of 5 syllables, the second segment consists of 3 syllables, then the third segment consists of 5 syllables, and finally the fourth segment consists of 3 syllables, with a break between the 8th syllable or the 9th and the 9th syllable, or a break after the second section. Okay. So, as I already mentioned before, the first characteristic of the structure of this great poem, The Night in the Panther Skin, that every line consists of 16 syllables. Okay, and every stanza consists of 4 lines, and every line consists of 16 syllables. And the second characteristics of the structure of the poem is that the structure of the 16 syllables in each line could be either 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, that is the Bali Shairi or Lo Shairi. And the second is the Marali Shairi or I Shairi, that is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Okay, and also we have the concept of fast pace or slow pace. What is fast pace? Fast pace is when things that happened during a long period of time is mentioned in one stanza, then the pace of the story is fast. Okay? So if we have in a stanza things that happened during a long period of time, then the pace of the story and the pace of the stanza is fast. And what is slow pace? Slow pace is when the poet quoting the feelings of someone, then it happened at a certain minute, so the pace of the story is slow. Okay, quoting, if the poet is quoting the things of someone said to other person, then the pace of the story and the pace of the stanza is slow. Okay, and when the pace, the third characteristic of the structure of the poem is that when the pace of the story is fast, that is to say, we have Marali Shairi, that is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Then the structure of the 16 syllables is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and the rhyming is on 2 syllables of the last word at line. I will explain later what does it mean. Whereas when the pace of the story is slow, for example, we have the quoting of someone, the stanza, then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming is on 3 syllables of the last word at line. Okay? I'll explain later what does it mean that the rhyming is on 3 syllables of the last word at line. Okay, now I'll give you examples of fast pace and slow pace. So here we have stanza number 791. Stanza number 791 is an aphorism about love. What is aphorism? An aphorism is a concise saying that expresses a general truth, a principle, or insightful diagnosis that is said or written in a laconic and catchy manner. Okay, so stanza 791 is aphorism about love. So first of all, I'll read the stanza, the translation to English, then I read it in the Georgian language and we'll analyze this stanza. Okay, so in line number 1 of stanza 791, we have here, thou hast read how the apostles write of love, how they speak of it, how they praise it. Know thou it and harmonize thy knowledge. Love exalteth us. This is, as it were, the tinkling burden of their song. If thou conceive not this, how can I convince ignorant men? Okay. Now I read it in the Georgian language and we'll analyze this stanza. The stanza in the Georgian language, stanza 791, is as follows. Tzagik itchav siqvarulsa mochikulni ragvar tseren vititruyan vitakeben san snobani meaperen siqvaruli agwa maglebs vitejwani amas shgeren shenarjel khan ustabler likasni vitpsa shevajeren. So in the first line of stanza 791, the first word is tzagikit house. Tzagikit house consists of 4 syllables. Then the second word in the first line is siqvarulsa. Siqvarulsa consists of 4 syllables. Then we have the third word in line number 1, that is mochikulni, consists of 4 syllables. So we have here 4 plus 4 plus 4, and finally the last 2 words of line number 1 in stanza 791 is ragwar tseren. Ragwar consists of 2 syllables and tseren consists of 2 syllables also. In total, the last 2 words consist of 4 syllables. So the structure of the 16 syllables in line number 1 is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Okay, it is actually Magali Shairi, and it is in a fast pace. Okay, and the rhyming is on the last 2 syllables of the last word in each line. The last 2 syllables are eren. So it is eren, 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 and eren. Okay, then in the second line we have the first 2 words is wheat, itruyan. Wheat consists of 1 syllable, itruyan consists of 3 syllables. In total, the first 2 words consist of 4 syllables. Then we have the next 2 words is wheat, akeben. Wheat consists of 1 syllable, akeben consists of 3 syllables. So in total, those 2 words with akeben consist of 4 syllables, so it is 4 plus 4. Then we have the next 2 words are tzan, snobani. Tzan consists of one syllable. Snowbunny consists of 3 syllables, so in total the two words snowbunny consist of 4 syllables. So it is 4 plus 4 plus 4. And finally, the last word in the second line is mia peren. Mia peren consists of 4 syllables. Again, the structure of the 16 syllables in the second line is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. The last word is mia peren, and the rhyming is on the last 2 syllables of the last word, that is eren. Okay, so we have here eren and eren. And then we have line number 3 of stanza 791. The first word is sirwaruli. Sirwaruli consists of 4 syllables. Then we have the second word in the third line of stanza 791 is agwamarleps. Agwamarleps consists of 4 syllables. So we have here 4 plus 4. The next two words in line number 3 is wit ejwani. Wit consists of 1 syllable, ejwani consists of 3 syllables, so in total those two words, wit ejwani, consist of 4 syllables. And finally, the last two words of the third line is amas jreren. Amas consists of 2 syllables, jreren consists also of 2 syllables, so in total the last two words of the third line consists of 4 syllables. Again, the structure of the 16 syllables in the third line is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. And again, the rhyming is on the last 2 syllables of the last word. The last word here is jreren, and the rhyming is on the last 2 syllables, that is to say, eren. Okay. And finally, in line number 4 of stanza 791, the first 4 words are shen ar jelchar. Each word consists of 1 syllable. In total, the 4 words consist of 4 syllables. So this is considered as 1 unit. So it is the first segment that consists of 4 syllables. Then we have the 5th word, that is ush sav lel ni. This consists of 4 syllables. And then we have 2 words, katsni vitpsa. Katsni consists of 2 syllables, vitpsa consists also of 2 syllables. So those 2 words, katsni vitpsa, consist of 4 syllables. And finally, the last word of line number 3 of stanza 791 is she va jeren. It consists of 4 syllables. Again, line number 4 of stanza 791, the structure of the syllables are 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and the rhyming is on the last 2 syllables of the last word in line number 4. The last word in line number 4 is shewa jeren, and the last 2 syllables are eren. So the structure of the syllables in stanza 791 is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. It is in the fast pace, Magali Shairi, and the rhyming is on 2 syllables of the last word in each line. The 2 syllables are eren, 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 and eren. Okay. In the next step, I'll give you an example of a structure that is Dabali Shairi or Lo Shairi. And here, the structure of the syllables in each line will be 5 plus 3 and 5 plus 3, and the rhyming will be on the last 3 syllables of the last word in each line. Here we have stanza 802. Stanza 802 Here the poet quotes the things that Aftandil told to King Rustavan before he went to the journey to meet Ariel. And as I already mentioned before, quoting things, it is always in a slow pace, and when the pace of the stanza is slow, the pace of the story is slow, then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line will be 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming will be on the last 3 syllables of the last word in each line. In this case, it is Obermann, 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 and Obermann. But first of all, I will read the stanza in the English translation, then I read it in the Georgian language, and we'll analyze the stanza. So, in the first line of stanza 802, we have here, that is the things that Aftandil tells to Esteban before he went to meet Ariel in India. If fate, the destroyer of all, destroy me, and often I shall die, traveling unmourned by parent, nor will those who brought me up, nor the friend whom I trust enshroud me, then indeed will you, merciful, tender heart, have pity on me. Actually, Aftandil requests from King Rustavan that if something bad happened to him during the journey to Tariel, to India, then and no one can find his body, then at least he requests from King Rustavan that he will have a pity on him, and he will mention him in a good manner. Okay? So he should mourn him and mention his name in a good manner. Okay, so I read again the stanza. If fate, the destroyer of all, destroy me, and often I shall die, traveling unmourned by parent, nor will those who brought me up, nor the friend whom I trust enshroud me, then indeed will you, merciful, tender heart, have pity on me. Now I read the stanza in the Georgian language and I analyze the stanza. The stanza in the Georgian language, stanza 802, is as follows. Tu saç utroman damam hos, ovelta damam hobelman, garibi mogde garibat, verdami tiros shobelman, vehar shem sudron dazdilta, daversa misam dobelman, unshemitz alos kvenman ve, hulman motzalem lobelman. So, in the first line, the first two words are tu sachut roman. Tu consists of one syllable, sachut roman consists of 4 syllables. In total, the first two words consist of 5 syllables. Then the third word of line number 1 of stanza 802 is da mamchos. Da mamchos consists of 3 syllables, so it is 5 plus 3. Then we have here ovelta damam. Ovelta consists of 3 syllables. Damam consists of 2 syllables. So in total, those two words consist of 5 syllables. So it is 5 plus 3 plus 5. And finally, we have obelman that consists of 3 syllables. So here in the first line, the structure of the 16 syllables are 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming is on the last 3 syllables of the last word. The last word in line number 1 is damam hobelman, and the rhyming is on the last 3 syllables, that is to say, Obelman. Okay, so we have here Obelman, 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 and Obelman. That is to say, the rhyming is on the last 3 syllables of the last word in each line. Then we have line number 2. In line number 2, we have Gharibi Mokde. Gharibi consists of 3 syllables. Mokde consists of 2 syllables. So in total, the first 2 words of the second line consist of 5 syllables. Then we have the third word of line number 2 is Gharibi. Gharibat consists of 3 syllables. So we have 5 plus 3. Then we have Ver Damitiros. Those 2 words consist of 5 syllables. Why? Because Ver consists of 1 syllable and Damitiros consists of 4 syllables. And in total, those 2 words consist of 5 syllables. So we have 5 plus 3 plus 5. And finally, the last word is Shobelman. It consists of 3 syllables. Obelman. So, the structure of the second line in stanza 802 is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. Again, the rhyming is on Obelman, that is the last 3 syllables of the last word. The last word in Shobelman, the last 3 syllables of this last word is Obelman. Okay. Then we have line number 3. In line number 3, we have the first 2 words is Verab Shem Shudron. Verab consists of 2 syllables, and Shem Shudron consists of 3 syllables. In total, those 2 words consist of 5 syllables. Then we have the third word of line number 3 of stanza 802 is Daz Dilta. Daz Dilta consists of 3 syllables. Then we have Da Verza Misand. Da consists of 1 syllable, Verza consists of 2 syllables, and Misand consists of 2 syllables. So 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5. And so we have 5 plus 3 plus 5. And finally we have Obermann that consists of 3 syllables. So again, line number 3, the structure of the syllables in line number 3 is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. And the rhyming is on the last 3 syllables of the last word. And the last word here is Misandobelman. And the last 3 syllables of this last word is Obelman. Okay, so we have Obelman, Obelman, and Obelman. Then we have line number 4 of stanza 802. The first 2 words in line number 4 is Mun Shemitz'alos. Mun consists of 1 syllable. Shemitz'alos consists of 4 syllables. So in total, the first 2 words consist of 5 syllables. Then the third word is Quen Manwe. Quen Manwe consists of 3 syllables. Then we have Gulman Motzale. Gulman consists of 2 syllables, and Motzale consists of 3 syllables. In total, those 2 words consist of 5 syllables. So we have 5 plus 3 plus 5. And finally, we have Obermann. Okay. Obermann consists of 3 syllables. Okay. So here the structure of the 16 syllables in line number 4 is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming is on the last 3 syllables of the last word in line number 4. The last word of line number 4 is Motzalem Lobelman, the last three syllables is Obermann. Okay, so the rhyming is on the last three syllables of the last word, that is to say Obermann, 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 and Obermann. The structure of each line of stanza number 802 is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. Okay. So we have also another characteristic of the structure of the poem. The other characteristic is that the poet repeats at least on the last three letters of the last word in each line. I repeat again, the poet repeats at least on the last three letters of the last word in each line. So we start with stanza 802. In stanza 802, the last word in the first line is Obermann. Obermann consists of the letters O, B, A, L, M, A, N. That is to say, it consists of 7 letters. So here the repetition is on the last on the last 7 letters of the last word in each line. In the second line, the last word is Schobelmann. The word Schobelmann consists of 9 letters, and the repetition is on the last 7 letters of this last word, that is Obermann. I repeat again that Obermann consists of the letters O, B, A, L, M, A, and N. In total, there are 7 letters that he repeats on them. Obermann, 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 and Obermann. And the last word of line number 3 is Missam Dobermann. This word consists of 2, 4, 5, 6, 13 letters. The word Mr. Dobermann consists of 13 letters, and the repetition is the last on the last 7 letters, that is to say Obermann, and finally it consists of course 7 letters, and finally in line number 4 of stanza 802, the last word is a very long word. Word is Motrale Lobelmann. Okay. This word consists of 2, 4, 6, 7. It consists of 14 letters. And the repetition is on the last 7 letters of this last word, that is Obermann. Repeat again that the letters are O, B, A, L, M, A, and N. So you can summarize and say that in stanza 802, the repetition is on 7 letters of the last word in each line. And the letters are O, B, A, L, M, A, N. Obermann, 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 and Obermann. And if you look on stanza 791, here the repetition is on 4 words of the last word in each line. The last word in line number 1 is Tseren. The word Tseren consists of 5 letters. And the repetition is only on 4 letters. The 4 letters, Eren, are as follows: A, R, A, and N. Likewise, in the last word of the second line is mia peren. This word consists of 8 letters, and the repetition is on the last 4 letters of this last word. Again, it is A, R, A, and N, Eren. In line number 3, the last word is jreren. This word jreren consists of 6 letters, and the repetition is on Eren, that is the letters A, R, A, and N, the last 4 words. And finally, the last word of line number 4 is Sheva Jeren. Sheva Jeren consists of 9 letters, and the repetition is on the last 4 letters, that is to say Eren. Eren is A, R, A, and N. So in conclusion, you can say that in stanza 791, the repetition is on the last 4 letters of the last word in each line. The letters are A, R, A, and N. Eren, 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 and Eren. I will give you another example of stanza number 2. Stanza number 2 is part of the prologue. That is the introduction to the poem. In stanza number 2, the poet praises God that created the universe, and he asks from God that God will give him mastery to trample on Satan, and God also will give him the long in numbers, nothing until death, and that now God also forgive him the sins that he must bear with him. So read the stanza in the English translation. Here the structure of the syllables in each line are 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. That is the Dabari Shairi. It is the low pace of the story, and the rhyming is on the last 3 syllables of the last word in each line. And the last 3 syllables in each line is Tanisa, 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 and Tanisa. So I read the stanza in the English translation. O one God, thou didst create the face of every form. Shield me, give me mastery to trample on Satan. Give me the longing of lovers lasting even unto death, lightening of the burden of sins I must bear thither with me. Okay. Here the stanza in the original language, that is to say in the Jordan language, is as follows. Merto, Erto, Shen Shenkmen, Sager, Oblisa, Tanisa, Shen Dami Pare, Sleva, Metz, Dat Kunvat, Mesa Tanisa, Momets Mijnurta, Survili, Sigdidme, Gasatanisa, Sodwata Shesubukeba, Montana, Tasatanisa. Okay, here characteristic number 5 is the poet repeats at least on the last 3 letters of the last word in each line. So the last word in line number 1 is Tanisa. Actually, the poet repeats on all the words. Tanisa. And the word Tanisa consists of 6 letters. The letters are as follows: T, A, N, E, S, and A. Okay, it repeats on all the word of the first line. The last word of the second line is Satanisa. This word consists of 8 letters, and the repetition is on the last 6 letters, that is to say Tanisa. Repeat again that Tanisa consists of the letters T, A, N, E, S, and A. So we have here Tanisa, 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 and Tanisa. And again, the last word of the third line is Kasatanisa. The word Kasatanisa consists of 10 letters, and the poet repeats on the last 6 letters of this word. The last 6 letters of this word are Tanisa, T, A, N, E, S, and A. T, A, E, S, and A. And finally, the last word of line number 4 of stanza number 2 is Satanisa. The word Satanisa consists of 10 letters, and the poet repeats on the last 6 letters of this word. The last 6 letters of this word is T, A, N, E, S, and A, Tanisa. Okay, so in conclusion, we can say that in stanza number 2, the poet repeats on the last 6 letters of the last word in each line. And by the way, the structure of the syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming is on the last 3 syllables of the last word in each line. That is to say Tanisa, 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 and Tanisa. While in stanza 791, the repetition is on 4 words: Eren, 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 and Eren. And in stanza 802, the repetition is on 7. Actually, in stanza 791, the repetition is on 4 letters. Okay, A, R, A, and N. Eren, 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 and Eren. And the repetition on stanza 802 is on the last 7 letters of the last word in each line. Obelman, Obelman, and Obelman. Obelman consists of 7 letters that are O, B, A, L, M, A, and N. Okay? So, you can summarize and say that the 5th characteristics of this, the structure of the great poem The Night in the Panther Skin, is that each stanza consists of 4 lines, and every line consists of 16 syllables, and the structure of the 16 syllables in each line could be either 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, that when it is the Bali Shairi, and or 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 when it is Marali Shairi. And what is fast pace? Fast pace is when things that happen during a long period of time is mentioned in one stanza, then the pace of the story is fast. And slow pace is when the poet quoting the things of someone, then it happened at a certain minute, so the pace of the story is slow. And the third characteristic is that when the pace of the story is fast, then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, that is Marali Shairi, and the rhyming is on 2 syllables of the last word at line. Whereas when the pace of the story is slow, then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming is on 3 syllables of the last word at line. And finally, the fifth characteristic of the structure of the poem is that the poet repeats at least on the last 3 letters of the last word in each line. As I already showed you examples, in stanza 802 the repetition is on 7 letters. In stanza number 791 the repetition is on 4 letters of the last word in each line. And finally, in stanza number 2, the repetition is on the 6 letters of the last word in each line. Okay, so actually, to combine all these 5 characteristics in one poem is an almost impossible task, but the great poet Shoto Stavelli managed to do it, and we can read and enjoy this masterpiece, which is considered one of the most genius poems written by human beings. Okay, thank you very much.